Hey guys, Lunar Spire 1127 here, bringing you Fairy Tail Chapter 294, Battle of Dragon Slayers. So the chapter begins with the final match of the Grand Magic Games Day 4, Natsu and Gajeel versus Rogue and Sting. So the battle begins with Natsu and Gajeel actually attacking first, and they actually manage to land a couple hits on Rogue and Sting. Sting, however, uses a technique called White Dragon's Roar. We learned that Sting is a White Dragon Slayer. I'm not really sure what that means. I mean, does he eat things that are white, or does he eat light? His White Dragon's Roar is actually like a laser, so he can like move it whenever he wants. So I'm assuming light. And Rogue is actually a Shadow Dragon Slayer, so he eats shadows. How does that work? But anyway, he attacks Gajeel with Shadow Dragon Slash, but Gajeel uses Iron Dragon Sword to block it and knock back Rogue. At the beginning, it looked like Natsu and Gajeel were winning. However, Rogue and Sting activates new techniques out. Sting uses White Drive while Rogue uses Shadow Drive. And this is apparently the power that kills dragons. So I thought this was a pretty cool power-up. I mean, Sting, he's now completely white, and Rogue, it looks like he's covered in shadows, which, by the way, looks like the Amaterasu flames from Naruto, but it still looks pretty cool. So with this, they actually managed to attack both Natsu and Gajeel and actually land a couple hits on them as well. While Sting was fighting Natsu, he managed to mark Natsu's body with the White Dragon's Claw. It leaves a symbol that paralyzes the body so Natsu can move. However, when Sting was about to attack Natsu again, Natsu landed a Flames Dragon Fist on his face. And apparently, even though his body was paralyzed, he could still use his Dragon Slayer magic to burn this symbol away. As for Rogue and Gajeel, Rogue tried to attack him from behind, but Gajeel manages to catch his fist and elbows him in the face. So Sting decides to use a Dragon Slayer's secret technique called Holy Nova. It's just his fist covered in this white light, and everything was. And in the battlefield, there was this huge explosion, but Natsu caught his fist. This was supposed to be the power that kills dragons, and yet Natsu manages to stop Sting's attack. That's I will admit I was impressed by this, but I was like, really? I mean, this was supposed to be a secret technique, and it had no effect whatsoever. I mean, I'm starting to, ever since I read this chapter, I've been having doubts that Sting and Rogue actually did kill off Skydrum and Vicelogia, but then again, we don't even know if that's even true or not. Maybe they'll explain that later. Even with Shadow Drive and White Drive, it's still not enough against Natsu and Gajeel, and they get beaten up again. And Yajima said, while he was watching the match, he says that the levels are far too different. So I'm guessing he's saying that Natsu and Gajeel were way stronger than Rogue and Sting. It seems that Rogue and Sting are about to lose this match, but Sting was driven by this promise that he made to Lecter, his X-Seed, and he swears that he wouldn't lose for Lecter's sake. I don't know what promise he made, but it will probably be explained in next week's chapter. And then the chapter ends with both Rogue and Sting activating Dragon Force. So this chapter was way, way better than last week's chapter. The fight was actually pretty cool, but it looked like that Natsu and Gajeel were winning at this point. They did get hit by both Rogue and Sting, but it looked like that they were winning. I mean, Gajeel, I can understand. He actually trained his ass off during the 3 months, but Natsu, he wasted the 3 months and he gained a power up by Ultir. Now, Dragon Force, I guess this probably needs explaining. Dragon Force is actually a final and really powerful form that Dragon Slayers use. When activated, their bodies become more dragon-like, like scales or teeth, their eyes. Now, first generation Dragon Slayers, those that were taught by real dragons, So far, we only know that Dragon Force can be achieved when you eat something that has really strong magical properties. Like, for example, Natsu, he gained Dragon Force twice. First time when he ate the Ethereum, we faced against Julal from the Tower of Paradise arc, and the second time was when he ate the Flame of Rebuke when he faced off against Zero during the Eurasian Says arc. So I don't know if there's like another way that Natsu and Gajil can activate Dragon Force, but we'll probably have to wait and see. And for second generation Dragon Slayers, those that have Dragon Lacrima implanted in their bodies, like Loxus and Cobra, they can activate Dragon Force, but it's not at the same level as first generation Dragon Slayers. So it's a weaker form of Dragon Force. Now, third generation Dragon Slayers, those that were taught by dragons and have Dragon Lacrima in their bodies, like Rogue and Sting, they can activate Dragon Force at their own will. But their appearances are actually different than the Dragon Force that Natsu used. Maybe it's because they have the markings of the dragons that taught them Dragon Slayer magic. I'm not really sure, but since they're third generation Dragon Slayers, their Dragon Force might be way stronger than first generation Dragon Slayers. But maybe next week we'll probably see how strong they really are. And to be honest, I actually enjoyed this fight. To me, I am actually hoping that either side will win. Maybe a draw might happen. Sabertooth might win, Fairy Tail might win, I'm not really sure. But I do want to see Natsu and Gajil actually struggling against Rogue and Sting and, maybe manage to win this one, or I don't know, something like that. Now, next week's chapter is going to be called Sting and Lecter, so this may be the conclusion to the tag team battle, or from the looks of the title, we'll probably get Sting's backstory. How he met Lecter and what was his promise to him that he said in this chapter. Maybe we'll get to learn if he really did kill one of the dragons. And who knows, maybe we'll learn how he learned Dragon Slayer magic and how he met Rogue and, when he started admiring Natsu. We do know that Sting admired Natsu. And Rogue, he said that he was Gajil's apprentice. I don't know if Gajil had. I didn't know Gajil had an apprentice, or maybe he doesn't remember Rogue. I'm not really sure. But you know what? This was actually a pretty good chapter, so I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Hopefully next week's chapter will be even better. I don't know if this will end with friendship or Nakama or anything like that, but who knows? This is Fairy Tail after all, so I'm not complaining about it. But hopefully, I'm hoping it doesn't come to that. I just want all four Dragon Slayers to just go all out and see who's the strongest pair. That's all I want to see. So, yeah, it's Fairy Tail chapter 294. I'm Lunar Spiral 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.